welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azaria. So in today's video, I will be talking about my last video that I did post. I do want to say, if you did not check out that video for a better understanding, please go check out that video. I will also put the link down below in the description bar. So, fast forward, I made a video talking about like my feelings, what I'm going through, what I feel, you know, venting basically. And a lot of the things that I feel like I go through and I feel like they're normal. You know, everybody, I was discussing being the only child. I was discussing being single. I was also discussing not having a lot of friends, which is completely normal. I feel like a lot of people like that. A lot of people may feel that way or may be going through something like that. So I already knew from posting the video, I knew some people would say certain things, but I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and post it because I know I'm not the only one out there. I know other people may be able to relate. But another thing is, y'all, I was having a day. That was just my day. I was just like sad. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you just have really bad days. You know, some days everything just hits you at once and you just be down type of thing. And that was the case for me. So I was like, let me go ahead and post this. Let me just talk about how I feel, let me just express myself, you know. Feels good to kind of talk sometimes, you know, talk it out. Just basically say how I feel, what I'm going through, what bothers me, etc. And I'm okay. Okay, first off, I want to say is I do appreciate everybody who contacted me. That was really nice. Like, some people, like, there was a lot of people who kind of reached out and was like, hey girl, you okay? Or hey girl, I can relate. Okay, there are some people that said like, hey girl, are you okay? You good? You know, you always got me. Then there are some people that was like, girl, I can relate to what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I can relate to it. Which y'all make me feel really good, you know. I basically discussed how I hate being the only child. Everybody knew that. Like, I hate being the only child. Growing up, I didn't like it. Like, it was just me by myself. I didn't have siblings growing up. Holidays, it was just me, you know, type of thing. I don't have siblings I can say, you remember 2 years when we was like 5 and you did this little stupid thing, and you remember when we was in 2nd grade and you did this, or girl, you remember when I was teaching you how to do your hair? I don't have that. I didn't have that. And I don't have in my intermediate family, there's really nobody my age that really around type of thing. Everybody is much older or everybody is much younger than me. And so yeah, I've always kind of been by myself. I've always kind of been very independent. Being an only child, you're very independent. I've had to figure things out by myself. I didn't have a sister or brother, which I completely, you know, I didn't like, you know. And to this day it bothers me, but I kind of be like, once I start my own family, I know what route I want to go. I know I want to have more than 1 or 2 kids for me personally. I just hope my husband like that too. Okay, so anyways, okay, I just discussed how I'm the only child. Another thing is I don't have a lot of friends. And there's a lot of people out there who don't have a lot of friends. And I'm that person. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't talk to a lot of people. I'm not popular. I'm not, you know, if you know me in real life, I'm a very quiet person. I'm very quiet, but I'm real cool if you talk to me. But I'm not a center of attention, loud, talking person. Like, I'm not, unless I'm like extremely comfortable with you. That's just my personality, you know. That's just me, you know. My coworkers tell me I'm quiet all the time, but I talk like I'm real cool, like if you get to know me type of thing. And so I've never been a popular person, and from being the only child as well as not really being popular or having a lot of friends, that can be, you know, that's a lot, you know what I'm saying. And I want to clarify that I do have friends. I can't really describe it, because you hear people say I have no friends, but you see they have friends, you be like, bitch, you got friends, what you talking about? So I can't really describe what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't have a best friend. I don't have a best friend. Like, I have people I hang out with all the time, go out to dinner. Girl, if you have me on Snapchat, I be out to eat every week with somebody. Like, I have people I talk to. I have people I go out with, but I don't have a best friend type of thing. I will say my last best friend I did have, you know what's so crazy? Like, from 9th grade on, high school, my first best friend from high school, she actually got into a real serious relationship, which she's still with him today. So shout out to you, girl. She done found her husband. I think she's engaged. I'm not sure. I think she's engaged, but she's still with the guy. And we just kind of went our separate ways. I just kind of stopped hearing from her. You know how some girls, once they get in serious relationships, they kind of, you know. And then my very last best friend, but I would say about 2 years after high school, she ended up meeting a guy, and it kind of got serious, and she moved a couple hours away, and she ended up getting really serious with him, and I just stopped hearing from her. And yeah, now she married with a child, so look at that. So congrats to her about that. I'm not salty about the situation, but I just feel like, so I'm very weird with friendships. Like, I'm very like, I try not to get really close to people, because I know, like, people will hurt you. Like, you get really close to somebody and then something happens, your feelings get hurt, you get disappointed. So I try to keep my arm, like I'm cool. Like, you know, I have people I'm cool with, but girl, I don't know. You be like, do I want to get close? Yeah, like that type of thing. But yeah, like, I have people I talk to. What else to discuss? Being single. I'm single. I'm 23 years old. I've never been in a serious relationship before. And most people have boyfriends growing up. I didn't have boyfriends. Or I didn't have a guy that I liked and he liked me. You know, we got together. But I want to say I've never met a guy who's wanted more from me than sexual. Like, every single guy I've ever talked to, that's all. And I'm not like that. Like, I'm not looking for that. So I just kind of be like, I just kind of stop talking to him. People be like, why are you single? I'd be like, because maybe, I don't know, maybe because I'm not, you know, I've never met a guy who kind of wanted to get to know me. It was more like whoo, this subject right here really got me. Like, this one just took me away, okay? So I've never met a guy who kind of, it's really hard dating. It's really hard dating. And my dad was always very on me with men. He would always tell me, like, you need to find a man that loves you. You need to find a man that's going to treat you right. If a man loves you, he ain't going to do this for you. Like, if a man loves you, he ain't going to do that. He ain't going to treat you that way. Or find you a man that can. My dad just always, the way I was raised, I don't think I have high standards, but I know how a man should treat me type of thing. Or I know how a guy treats a woman who he loves, or, you know, all that different jazz. So people ask me why I'm single. I'm single because I haven't met a guy that says, hey, let me take you out to dinner. We get to know each other. We going out on date. And then, you know, we moving forward on to, you know. But instead, it's kind of like a, hey, when we go, you want to come to my house? You want to come to my crib? Just friends with benefits, basically. Like, that's to keep it short and simple. Just friends with benefits. And I'm not settling for that. That's nothing that I want. That's nothing that I'm looking for. You want a man that values you. Like, you want a man that wants more from you other than just sexual. Like, you don't want a guy who just kind of want to smash. And there's been plenty of guys I just had to turn down because I know what they're about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, like, I can't. Like, I'm not that girl. Like, I'm not. Like, I'm a more of a girl that I can't think of the word. It's like when you meet a girl, you're going to have to date her, and then you're going to have to, then you get in a relationship. Like, I'm that type of girl. Like, I'm not that girl you finna be having sex with you, and then, no. I'm not, that's not how I was raised. And sometimes I be like, well, maybe if cause I'm not doing nothing. I be like, well, dang, maybe cause I ain't doing nothing. That's probably why. But I be like, well, no, if a guy really likes me, he wants to be with me, you know. And yeah, that is all I was pretty much talking about. But I was just sad because I was just like, I was just having a day. I was just like, yeah. But that's all, you know, I'm going. Sometimes I do feel lonely. Sometimes I do look at other people and be like, wow. You know, people I graduated high school with have kids. Have a family. People I graduated with have moved out in their apartment, you know, bought a house, living this. And I be, you know, you never compare yourself to other people. Everybody's timing is different from yours. Like, don't do that. And one thing I will say, my hardest critic. Sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, what you doing, girl? What's your plan? What you doing? You know, I think everybody feels like that sometimes. And sometimes I'm like, well, when I am gonna find a guy, you know, and settle down with, when? Some people may look at me and be like, dang, she got it good. She still can stay at home. I wish I could stay at home. I was out on my own when I was 18. You know, everybody life is different, you know. You know, some people look at me with my relationship with my dad. They be like, dang, I wish I had a relationship with you and your dad got a good relationship. I have a great relationship with my dad. Yeah, one thing I would say is, like, my dad was just always, like, he just kind of put this in my head that I just had these standards. Like, I just had these, like, my dad was just very on me. Like, I was just scared. I remember I was just scared. Like, and when I say this, my dad ain't no strict or overprotective, but he's always talked to me. Like, he's always taught me that I was kind of very, I don't want to say sheltered. I don't think that's the word, but I can't really describe it. No. Because when my dad talks to me or my family, they be like, when I was 23, girl, I moved out. My dad talks to me all the time. He was like, I moved out of state. I had a good job. I was out in Georgia doing this. And I'm like, well, I'm 23 and I stay in my room because I be scared to do something. Like I could tell my dad. We talked about this after the video. He watched my video, obviously. He was like, originally he was like, you know, you kind of naive to go by yourself. And about the Atlanta trip, me wanting to go to Atlanta for a few days by myself. And he was like, you know, you kind of naive to go by yourself. You can go with me. I'm like, I don't want to go with you. Like, I don't want to do everything with my dad. I need to know how to do things by myself. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm getting older now. I want to branch out. Like, I want to do things by myself. Like, if I don't have a friend, I don't want to have to take my dad with me everywhere I go. If that makes any sense. And now he's like, yeah, you go. Now he's like, you can go. Like, you know, whatever. What's so crazy is my parents are really different. Like, my mom, when she watched the video, first off, my dad actually came home from a vacation trip. And early in the morning, he was like, what's wrong? And I just told him, I was like, you know, Dad, I'm just basically venting, telling how I feel, what I'm going through, what I may be experiencing. And he was just like, what's wrong? You know, I told him, and he was, yeah. And my dad's very like, you know, I love you, I'm here, you know, you need me. And I know that, but nothing's wrong. And my mom, she's more like, she called me, and she's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay. You want to find you a man that loves you. You don't want to be with any guy. You just haven't met, you know, you haven't met anyone yet, you know. I want you to find a man that's going to treat you right. Once you know, she'll just give me saying all this good stuff. And then she was like, and the girl you mentioned in the video that went to Canada by herself, link up with her. Y'all can make trips together. I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay. And then, you know, it was the end of that. My mom is just so different. My mom is very like, I don't know, she's not really judgmental. She's very like, she just kind of, I don't know, like, she just talked to me like I don't know, I can't really describe it. But my dad be having me stressed out. He be like, what's wrong? I be like, I don't know. And then he made me cry. I'm like, I don't know. So, yeah. But, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this in this video and just let you guys know, like, you know, do a part 2 of it. Because I know some people be like, what's wrong with her? Or what she's going through, or I can relate to what she's saying, and all that. But I do appreciate everyone for reaching out to me and whoever did. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of clear that up. And I will be doing another makeup video very, very, very soon. Very soon. And I have a couple makeup videos that I will be doing soon. So make sure that you do, you guys do subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you do watch my other videos. This makeup I have on right now, I have on Fenty. And yeah, and I will see you guys next video. Bye.